So we're going to look at Florida quarterback Graham Mertz, look at some of his best throws from the game against UCF yesterday or this previous weekend, depending when you're watching this video. We're actually going to look at Lagway as well, too. He had five attempts, four or five, and he probably had the best completion yesterday. So let's go ahead and kind of talk about Mertz, dive into it. Actually, before we look at this film, we got like 6 or 7 clips we're going to watch. It's all broadcast footage. I'll let it play for a second. But before we kind of dive into the film, let's talk about what Mertz was able to do. Let's talk about the performance yesterday, because it was like classic vintage Mertz, if you will. He took what the defense gave him, like we're watching this play here, took what the defense gave him, and he was smart with his decisions and took enough shots downfield, not very many, but took enough downfield to have success. So he ran Naper's offense exactly how you were supposed to run it if you're Graham Mertz. You're accurate, you're on time, you take what the defense gives you, and you're smart with the ball. He also had some athletic plays as well. This play here is athletic. We're going to go back and watch the first clip. But he had some athletic plays as well, throwing on the run. He had that touchdown on the run that we're about to watch. So he did a lot of good things yesterday, but it was vintage Graham Mertz, essentially. And then DJ Lagway had the best throw of the entire game yesterday. Okay, so this quick clip here, it's a 3rd and 4. This is Florida's first drive of the game. It took almost 8 minutes off the clock. A lot of throws like this. 15 of Graham Mertz's 20 completions yesterday, so he was 20 of 24. 15 of the 20 completions were 9 yards or less thrown in the air. Does that make sense? 6 of those completions were behind line of scrimmage. So he only had 5 completions where the ball was thrown 10 yards or more in the air. He had 1 completion where it was 20 yards or more. So he didn't need to take a ton of deep shots. He took just enough, right? So I like this play here, one of my favorite throws of Mertz. You can see this is the receiver, number 6. Florida fans, you can tell me who that is. I do not have the name. We do a lot of SEC quarterback content, so we have all the quarterbacks down, of course, but not a lot of receivers and running backs. But it's a good job by Mertz. You can tell he's looking there the whole time. He sees that's where it's going to be. He buys time in the pocket, makes a nice athletic throw for a touchdown falling away. But better athlete than given credit for, right? Especially had a few of those athletic throws yesterday. So that got them off to a hot start, gave them the lead. And then pretty much from this point forward, actually once they got 14-3, they're able to kind of just like sit on UCF, I feel like, and just like play their game, run the clock, and able to make good throws. Okay, so here's Mertz. 3rd clip we'll watch. Does a good job escaping pressure and a nice athletic throw on the run. Again, deceptively good athlete. And Mertz did good against the blitz and when they dropped 7 or 8 guys. Against the blitz, like this play here, he was 9 of 11. Whenever they didn't blitz, they dropped 7 or 8. He was 11 of 13. Like we said, 20 of 24. $170, $180 something yards in the air. I like this throw here from Mertz. Tight window. Maybe you don't want to make that throw, 10 times out of 10. But it gets the job done and showcases athleticism on the run. Man, number 6 made some plays yesterday. Okay, this next clip is DJ Lagway. And so Mertz played the majority of the game, but like the Mississippi State game, there was a rotation. Lagway did get in. Lagway made some nice plays, some nice throws that we saw. So this was actually before the throw that we just saw of Mertz. But you're going to see the UCF is bringing 5 here, but it's a good job by the O-line picking it up. They have 7 guys within 5 yards of line of scrimmage. So they have 1, 2, 3, maybe like 1 up top safety, right? Even if, again, it's broadcast footage, so we can't see. But regardless, it looks like some type of like man defense, at least in the back end, with maybe 1 up top safety. Anyways, Florida does a good job protecting Lagway and delivers a strike downfield between 2 defenders from UCF. Now it's slow motion, so we can't see the velocity, but you can see the window and him fitting the ball in that window. Let's watch it one more time between 2 UCF defenders. Again, best throw of the day, close to 40-something yards in the air on a line. This has to have Florida fans excited for what's next. Again, there's a lot of unknowns, but at least you have Lagway right now. So really good throw, best throw of the day. So let's look at maybe 3 more clips of Graham Mertz. We're going to go, let's see, this is, 2nd and 10 against the blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Florida's O-line does a good job picking it up. And this is what we talk about when Mertz is smart with the football. He's on time and accurate, and he's able to hit his guys where they need to be hit on time, and they able to get upfield for some yak yards. And we saw Florida able to have some yak yards yesterday, some yards after the catch, because Mertz was accurate. So let's shot one more time against the blitz. Again, against the blitz, he was 9 of 11. UCF really couldn't do anything to phase him. 20 of 24, 2 incompletions off the blitz, 2 incompletions when they dropped 7 or 8. Just a very accurate day yesterday. This next clip is, again, this next clip was one of my favorite throws yesterday. It's a 3rd and 10 on the UCF is blitzing. They try to get pressure. They bring 5. It's a stunt, right? This guy that looked like pre-snap he was going to come drops back here in coverage. I think it was a man defense. Again, we can't tell because it's the broadcast footage. But it's 3rd and 10, stays in the pocket, delivers a nice ball downfield for a first down here. I think they scored before half, right? I'm not tripping. I can't remember now. This happened yesterday. I apologize. Someone let me know. I'll move myself to. Yeah, 3rd and 10 throw. I always like 3rd and 10s when quarterbacks are able to complete it, especially against the blitz. And we got, one more clip that we'll watch. This is the end of the 3rd quarter, and Florida is up 24-6. They're pretty much able just to sit on UCF now. UCF just wasn't able to finish drives, right? Again, we'll keep it on the quarterbacks here as opposed to the entire game. But this was Graham Mertz's only completion. The ball was thrown 20 yards or more in the air. It might have been his only attempt. I can't remember exactly if he had more attempts than this or not. I know Lagway just had one deep attempt. So good job buying time, takes a hit, and gives his guy a chance to make a play, and he does. Again, only completion of the ball was thrown 20 yards or more in the air. But if you're Graham Mertz, you did exactly what you're supposed to do against a UCF defense, against a team that you actually became the underdog against at home, right? And you end up winning, 24-13, and win by double digits. So you didn't need to make a lot of these type of throws. You ran Napier's offense. You took what the defense gave you. You had check downs, like the first throw of the game that we saw. Again, 9 completions were within 0 to 9 yards, and then 6 were behind the line of scrimmage. Kept the clock going. You're accurate, and you're able to give your guys a chance. Only 5 completions of the ball was thrown 10 yards or more downfield. Let's go ahead and watch this Lagway clip one more time. It's a really impressive throw, 40-something yards on a line between the two defenders. Again, Lagway was 4-5 for 50 yards and had the best throw of the game. Back to Mertz. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He was smart, made good decisions, and showed some athleticism on those type of throws that we watched at the beginning of the video. But if you're a Florida fan or an SEC fan, consider subscribing to the channel. We do a lot of SEC quarterback content, from these quarterback film breakdowns to previews and recaps. So consider liking or sharing or subscribing. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And then 2, let me know your thoughts of Mertz in the comments below. What did you think of his performance? Are you encouraged by what we saw yesterday? And then 2, let me know about Lagway as well, if you like the rotation that they have, or just your thoughts in general of the quarterback play yesterday. Again, I thought it was a good balance, and the broadcast talked about the history of Florida playing 2 quarterbacks. Obviously, Tim Tebow and Chris Leak get brought up a lot, but they did talk about the history of Florida playing 2 quarterbacks. But yeah, Florida fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're an SEC fan, please consider liking if you like this type of content, and we'll see you next time. We'll have more Florida content, or quarterback content coming up. I think they got, Tennessee this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll definitely do a breakdown of that. But thanks for watching. Keep following us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.